Hello everyone, ShadowRock here to give my full reports on what happened at the Super Rockman X Anniversary Stage at the Super NicoNico Conference 2018. Well, the truth is, not much. In terms of news, there wasn't anything worth noting besides the reconfirmation that Mega Man 11 is still scheduled for a 2018 release, in case you were worried. I know some of y'all were hoping for X9, but to be fair, since this was a Japanese only stream, this wasn't the time for a huge announcement such as that. I'd wait until Capcom USA decides to hype up something similar to what they did for Mega Man 11 before you start getting your hopes up. However, we did get what I pretty much expected from this stream, which was almost an hour of Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2 footage, including the title screens of both collections, another demo of Chill Penguin and Frost Walrus in X Challenge with more impressive skills on display compared to last time, however there's nothing really new to glean from this one, as well as Rockman X1 and X4 in action. Also, the hosts in this livestream were experiencing these games for their first time. So yeah, while they weren't amazing at the games, their reactions to every new thing they came across was still pretty entertaining. Reminds me of when Little Pebble Rock played his first Mega Man X game. Heck, the hosts there were even making fun of themselves at how bad they were. So guys, it's okay. Not everybody needs to be an elite MOG pro, no damage 360 no scope speedrunner type of player, Japanese people included. With that out of the way then, let's go over what we learned from this footage. During the Rockman X1 segment, they gave us our first look at the in-game options menu. The menu has the following options: Rookie Hunter mode, which is the new easy mode you can toggle on or off, the manual, monitor size with 3 types to choose from, the original resolution, full screen while preserving the aspect ratio, or widescreen mode. Filter options, which was the only thing properly shown off in this stream. Type 1 is the smoothing filter, and Type 2 is the CRT filter to add scan lines. Of course, you can also turn off the filters if you prefer how the games originally looked. Also take a look at the little loading icon with Mega Man X's head from X8. The wallpaper option, which isn't shown, but thanks to this screenshot X1 being played with the X4 background, we can assume that we can choose from any of the wallpapers available in the collection. The last 2 options are self-explanatory: return to title and exit. Otherwise, X1 itself plays like how you remember, except for one key difference. On the password screen, you can press the triangle button on the PlayStation 4 to save your game. The icon here literally says, save the game. Upon pressing the triangle button, the game asks, do you want to save? With a yes or no prompt. In this case, the player pressed yes and the game says saving and then gives a save complete message. So that's nice that you'll be able to save your progress like in the original X collection. Don't worry though, if you want to use your old-fashioned passwords, you should be able to use them from the title screen of the game as you always have. Let's move on to X4 then, which is also basically the same PlayStation game, but with much faster loading times. The loading transitions don't even last a second. Other than the improved loading times, the other key difference here is the PlayStation 4 button prompts at the title screen. Options button or circle to start, here in the Japanese version. It could likely change to the X button for the English version, since over here in the States, we use the X button to confirm. Over in Japan, they use circle to confirm. Regional differences, yay! The inserted PS4 prompts are interesting for the fact that it hints that Capcom has indeed tinkered with the ROMs of these games, much like they did for the 4 titles in Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. For example, in Mega Man 8, originally the intro movie played upon startup, but not in Legacy Collection 2. Instead, the game booted right to the title screen and you had to wait there for a little bit to see the intro movie finally play. It's probable that X4 and on will work the same way in X Legacy Collection 1 and 2. Then again, in the live stream, we did see the X1 intro play out before we reached the title screen of X1, so maybe they left things untouched after all? Finally, we got our first live look at X Legacy Collection 2's main menu, which sports a green color scheme as opposed to the first collection's blue color scheme. Collection 2 of course contains X5, X6, X7, and X8. The producer also took a quick peek at the art gallery for the collection, which is all X5 through X8 art. Interestingly, they seem to avoid going over the Legacy Collection 2 art section on purpose. What could they be hiding? The tour ends with our confirmation that X Challenge Volume 2 actually exists. If y'all have been keeping up with my analyses on X Challenge so far, you'll remember that I proved the existence of Volume 2 already when I found Volume 1 on Legacy Collection 1's menu. So, oh yeah, score 1 for the analysis. Sadly, they don't actually show us what Volume 2 is all about, however, so the contents will remain a mystery. I do wonder if Volume 2 will be an X7, X8 party though, since what we've seen from the X Challenge Volume 1 so far already contains X1 through X6 content. Or perhaps Volume 2 is basically Volume 1, but with Zero as a playable character? We'll have to wait and see. That's all we've learned from the Super Rockman X Anniversary Stage though, so thank you so much for watching. For more on Mega Man X and other things Mega Man, stay tuned to ShadowRockZX. Until next time, rock on.